Alex,
Yes.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. This shirt comes from the, as you can see, BitSummit 2014. I was there, and indeed I was there.
Nice, you were there.
Yes, I was.
Where was there?
There was in Kyoto, in Japan.
Okay.
And it took place in mid-March 2014.
Okay, just about a week ago?
That's right, actually a week ago from when we're recording this. And it was an incredibly good event. So just to give you some background, what it is it's an event for focusing on independent Japanese game development activity. So it was attended by basically small and medium-sized Japanese game companies. There was a big difference between last year's event and this year's event. So last year was the first one.
Right.
This was the second one. And I'm happy to say that this second one had all of the energy and the kind of very honest, unpretentious charm that the first one had. The first one was in this really small hall, and game developers shoulder to shoulder, like, showing each other their games, and it was a very sort of you had the sense that it was the beginnings of something very big, sort of like a Woodstock.
Right. Okay, right.
It's like
little pressure cooker of game developers in a room, right?
Exactly, and it was very intense and had that sort of very nice charm about it. And the second one had all the same charm, but this time it was much larger. I think it was about 5,000 people. They opened it up to the public for 2 days. It was 3 days now instead of being just 1 day. They had the public in on the second and the third day.
Okay.
About 5,000 people attended, I think. They had excellent music performances there as well, a lot of very good speeches, and a lot of excellent games on the show from Japanese developers and also other developers based in Japan like ourselves.
Nice. And you didn't have a lot of time to actually walk around and see other games, did you?
No, I didn't, because it was actually, for most people as well, and not just us, but just a constant stream of attention for the games. Just people walking around, and I was actually standing up all day for each of the 3 days without any time to even eat or go to the toilet or sit down. I probably could have sat down, but every time I would sort of finish explaining Stradolith, which is what we were exhibiting there, every time I finished explaining to somebody, there'd be one other person standing there waiting to play. So that was really wonderful. We had a very, very positive reaction to Stradolith.
Nice.
What was nice was that I prepared a big kind of poster like a poster board of the interface. And what was nice was that consistently every single person who stopped by the table liked it, probably because they looked at the interface, and people who aren't really interested in a game that looks so hardcore like that just walked by.
Right.
So everybody who stopped because they saw the interface and they thought, wow, that. What is that? Right.
So Stradolith is a very black or white game. Like, you either love it or you just don't want to have anything to do with it.
Exactly. It's not a game that has broad appeal. That's not really what we're intending for the game. We don't really want it to have a broad appeal for everybody. It's not a game that everybody likes. We're just hoping it'll be a game that a certain kind of person
really likes.
Really likes, yeah. And that's the impression that I got.
I feel like in Japan, they're okay with making these things that we kind of in the West consider maniac, like comic books and video games. Like, that's like it's a very niche type market. But in Japan, they kind of open that up to the public. Like in Kyoto, they actually have a manga museum, right?
Right.
Where it's just average people go to read their favorite comic book or something like that. And BitSummit sounds like if you just have people in Kyoto just going to check out the latest, indie games, that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's right. And I have a feeling that BitSummit next year is going to be even larger and even more impressive.
Nice.
And I know for a fact that the organisers are really hoping to try and keep that charm there, so that it doesn't get too big and just turn into like another Tokyo Game Show.
Right.
Tokyo Game Show, of course, is a fantastic event, but it's a very different. The objectives of it are very different.
Right.
We were very, very honoured actually to receive an award.
Yes.
A first ever award at BitSummit, because they didn't do awards last year, so this is the first time they've ever done awards.
What was that award?
That was for sound design, and a lot of people were scratching their heads like, sound design? It was actually, the award was primarily for the music in our next game, Stradolith, which you hear in the trailer.
Which you created first?
Yes.
Before a lot of other stuff?
That was, for us, that was a huge privilege and a huge honour, because music is a central part of our game development process. We put it right at the beginning before we do everything. We make the music to set the artistic theme of the game, and it was wonderful to have that important aspect of our process recognised at that level. It was an incredible honour. So we're very much looking forward to going to BitSummit 2015.
I hope to be there that time.
It would be good if you could come. It'd be good if you could come too.
Yes.
Because it's definitely an event worth supporting, and it's definitely an event that's has a sort of a charm that really you have to go there to experience.
Right.
So
I'll be there.
yes. See you there too.
You'll love it.